year, going into my 15th season here at Northwestern, going into my 10th year as the offensive line coach. Played for Coach John Potocki from 1999 through the 2001 season. I've had 3 offensive linemen go to the NFL, and I can't wait to take a look at John Potocki's high school video and see if he fits for the Wildcats.
But like honestly, like is that like a good size, 225, 6'2", or is it 6 foot?
6'2", 225.
First of all, I think either he's shrunk or he's stretching it. I don't know we're ever be that tall.
Would we recruit a tackle at 225 pounds? No.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you be like? We could recruit you, but like you'd have to put on about 40 pounds.
Correct. We would recruit. The best case scenario is that he's finishing up his junior football season at 225, and we say by this summer we need to see it 245. By next fall I need to see it 265.
There's got to be a path.
Right. You got to see a path, and even 225 is probably too light for this level.
But he did win Lineman of the Week. That's
right, all-area team in Chicago. I mean, we're number 39, no less.
So this was the year. Yeah, no, this is the year they shot it over. Like, so 39. That was the last season. That must have been 63, and then 64. They're like, your numbers have to be for your position.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And most valuable lineman in Mount Carmel. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Right. We're talking about the Caravan here. I don't know if
No, I don't know if he's on the kickoff. But you know what? They didn't leave the field, so he might be somewhere. It's hard to find. He's definitely. Is this DePaul? He's 39 in this one.
Pretty unsafe. Amazing that they're cut blocking at a kickoff is running at full speed.
That can't be safe,
especially considering the level of padding that exists here.
So he should be right tackle.
He's playing offense?
No, defense.
Defense.
No. I know there's a play on this. Yeah. That's him right there on his knees.
Here?
Yep. He kind of comes in after.
Okay.
Watch the second effort. If that's not Wildcat football, I don't know what is.
So the first thing you're looking at is pad level, right? Anytime we talk about pad level and get off as a defensive lineman, certainly don't like the pad level. The guy's certainly cutting him, but he stands straight up out of his stance. Then we say it's not a sin to get cut, it's a sin to stay cut. He gets up off the ground at least and gets himself in the play. It's good effort.
Maloney's on the right. Like a real telephone.
Right. How long is that cord? I really wouldn't have. That blows my mind. I wouldn't have known that they had a phone up to the booth at this point. So how about here?
I like the JFK horn room glasses too.
And obviously the short sleeve.
Okay, I think he's an outback, but he comes in late and makes a tackle, I believe.
Okay.
So that's him right there.
Here?
Yeah.
And we would say for a big guy, pretty light on his feet. When you're looking at those type of clips.
Kind of enjoying the show on that one. Look, he's excited.
Hey, right, a little clap. Enjoy the play. So where's he play on offense?
Left tackle.
Left tackle on the backside here.
Okay. I'm curious what you have to say about this one.
Okay, so same thing to talk about, right? The first thing you're looking for, is it natural for him to play with his pads down? Looks like it's not hard for him at all, right? There's going to be some guys that you look at and think, boy, they certainly just can't play with their knees bent. That doesn't seem like his issue. Gets up and chases the play. Again, something we're always evaluating. Are they guys that block a guy and lay there and watch? Are there guys that are going to get out and chase the play?
You know what the Wilhelm scream is?
I don't.
Watch the effort by the defender. Oh, it's when, like, in Hollywood, when they fall off a cliff and they make that, Wah! Watch this, ready? Look at this heroic. The guy has no shot whatsoever, but he's like, I know the camera's rolling.
He's right. He's 6. Where does he jump from? 5 yards away. Excellent technique here by the official. So he's 39 in the white. Are they in the white still?
39 in the white. This is one of his better games against Brother Rice. Unlike me, he had a good game against them.
Wow, look at that scoreboard. Oh, here he is again, right? 39?
Yes, he's a right tackle on defense.
Okay, so, right, watch the nose man here stand straight up, right? And he's playing with his pads down straight ahead, right? Anticipating, obviously, a straight ahead, some version of a cut block. But that's the type of things when you can slow it down that you're looking for, right? A guy that doesn't move his feet at all versus takes a couple of steps. There's some good stuff happening there, right?
What about that big first step?
Right, certainly we would say shorten it up. We're going to look for a 6-inch step, right? But he also doesn't get any pressure back at him. There's always a fine line when you're evaluating somebody of, is it teachable, right? Or is it just natural? If it's something that you don't think that they're ever going to fix, that's one thing. But the other side of the coin is we get paid a fair amount of money to freaking teach him. He's the left tackle.
Left tackle.
On offense.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, right, comes out of his stance. Again, we probably would like to see a little bit better pad level. There's, that's certainly a much different neutral zone than you'd probably see in today's football, right? There's those guys are a yard off the ball. Probably the only thing you'd want to say is bring his feet, right? There's no reason to go to his knees here. He could be, just his feet show up a little bit, but some good efforts. And then the truly in the end, when you get a bat past the base level of athletic ability and the base level of size, which are both needed for this level, you have to decide when a guy has an opportunity to take a shot, is he going to do it? Is he going to be nasty enough when the rubber hits the road to want to block somebody, or does he take the opportunity not to? And so I'm always looking at the end of a play to say, yep, there he is. He's taking the shot. It's a little thing, but it's totally different than the guy that right there just decides, I'm good. I've done enough.
Do you see more of that now, guys giving up on plays?
Yeah, it truly, I think it's a big separator. I think there are more guys that I will reject off of film for that reason than probably anything else. Still playing left tackle here.
Yeah, anytime they're in white, like in this game, left tackle.
Fundamentals, obviously, very, very different pass fundamental than we would have ever teach.
You guys don't teach. You don't say put your helmet right in your sternum,
right?
And be sort of lunge.
Is he doing the exact same thing everybody else is doing? Well, then it's taught, right? Or is somebody else doing it better, more the way you think it should be done, and then it's probably not naturally right capable of doing it. Right, there's a couple of reasons people don't do it. They either choose not to or they can't.
I think the forward pass was just made legal that year as well. That was a dumb joke, man. I hope a little more.
That is more passing than I was expecting to see on the video. So again, here would be an example, and he's doing a pretty good job of shedding the block, but look at the difference here. I think he's coming off. We say, I guess we would say he's peeking a little bit here, right?
Oh, he's trying to find out where the ball is.
He's looking for the ball rather than attacking his man. Makes a tackle, so.
This is a big one, man. Pay attention.
Okay, so both feet move, right? Short footwork, good stuff right there. The other thing that our D-line coach would say is, there's only, I think he's got it down to 6 type of blocks you can get in front of you, right? And you got to be able to diagnose them pretty fast. I think this is a good example of diagnosing pretty fast, right? He takes his 2 steps. No, there's no engage, right? But he doesn't. There's a lot of young men that are just truly incapable of then changing what their plan was, right? That's a pretty good job of diagnosing quickly, having some awareness of what the play is, right? Good effort there. As you watch a guy running, that's what you're looking for out of an offensive lineman. Or a defensive lineman. There's lots of big people that just do not pick their feet up when they run. That's pretty good, picking his feet up. Yeah, it's the ball.
I thought that was hilarious. Everyone's just sitting there shoulder to shoulder. And this is back in the day when, like, if you started, you never left the field.
Right. There's a bunch of people on the team and,
I know, it's like,
and 11 guys play.
I don't know, man. They look comfortable. Leave them in there.
Right, same thing. Got the trap block here. Always an island for the D lineman. Again, our defensive line coach would say again that diagnosing the trap block is as hard as it gets. Right. A smart football play right there. Huh. Right, same message, right? I mean,
you teach him to
just as dangerous as it gets. Just as dangerous as it gets. Puts both hands on him while his buddy's cutting him. It's good stuff. You know, it's interesting when you watch it because certainly we would cut block in the exact same scenario, but this was, I mean, you watch everyone's cutting the same way.
Yeah. Because
that's where you have the shoulder pads weren't really good shoulder pads. You know, honestly, you're going to feel a lot better cutting through here where you've got a lot more muscle than
like
you do cutting through your shoulder pads. Yeah. Tough. It's a tough angle.
You know, but the thing about it's just they're cutting, they're doing it. It's not high speed collisions though, you know. And these aren't like genetic freaks either, you know. They all look about the same. Right. They're all moving about the same.
Well, that's certainly the difference, right? I mean, the violence because of the padding, right? I mean, because of the helmet. I mean, that it was Coach Paterno that said, "You want to make the game safer? Take the face mask off the helmet again." And boy, it would certainly slow down the violence and the putting your face on contact. Okay, again, so you talk about backside here at left tackle, right? He's got his eyes across. That extra effort, right? That scramble of it is the separator most of the time.
You just see who wants to play football, right?
You truly. I mean, what we have, you know, been here long enough. What we have realized is we have rarely missed on a recruit's athletic ability. We have missed on knowing whether they're truly tough and whether they truly love football.
Yeah.
And that's, we have been, I mean, we literally spend all of our time trying to figure out better questions to ask, better ways to ask the same question and better ways to evaluate it on film. And the best ways we've talked about, right, are you can see effort. You know what effort looks like, right? It's that right there. There's a bunch of guys really straining for blocks. I mean, we would always say, too, when you turn on a film and you see the whole team give an effort, that's a well-coached football team. There's a reason that teams win, right? We always say that. You turn on the good programs, everyone's giving effort. I mean, this guy up here is trying to kick him in the nuts.
Yes.
Look at him.
He is, literally.
Donkey kick, yeah, right.
That ain't good. I mean, that can't be legal, but hey, it's effort.
Right.
All right. There's another big one, too. He's the right tackle. Yep.
There you go. Get out and run. Good. Oh, yeah. Interception. Same message, right? Again, you see a guy. What we would evaluate on any, on a special teams play for a lineman, because a lot of high school linemen play on the special teams because they're one of the better athletes on the field, right? Are they out there giving effort, right? Are they out there, and can they redirect in space? I mean, we're always looking for the ability to, we'll say react to movement, reactionary athleticism. When you're engaged with someone, when people go to the ground, do you stay up or are you always on the ground too?
Sounds like you're seeing the effort. Am I right?
No question. No question. I love the effort that he plays with. Always chasing to the ball, never staying blocked. Like I said before, we say not a sin to get blocked or get cut. It's a sin to stay cut. You can get cut and lay there and have the ball run right by you, or you can got a little celebration going on.
Pretty sure they won.
Excited about beating the Ricers.
Here's Loyola.
Here again.
Mm-hmm. playing too high, or is it kind of like
I would say he's playing too high. Again, what you look at, too, we always are careful. It looks like he's a little too high here, right? At the same point, it looks like he's got a different job, right? It looks like we got a couple guys tying down edges here. And I'm looking to see his mirrored position on the other side. How's that guy playing, right?
Yeah.
Again, you always got to be careful of throwing a recruit out because he's not doing what you want him to do. Well, maybe his coach didn't tell him to do that, you know?
Yeah. That's a T, right?
This is him here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Same fundamental, right, that we've seen. And that's, again, you look at it when you watch enough clips of the same player. Is he continuing to use the same fundamentals? Okay, he can take coaching.
You love that, huh?
They do.
Put your helmet on his nuts. There you go. Follow through, too.
That was dangerous stuff.
Yeah, double tag or double team.
Okay. All right. So it's always, right, what do you do against the double team? Looks like, again, both of them are getting the double team. Both of them look like they're taught. I mean, and again, when you got twice your body weight coming at you, you're not expected to do anything other than use something you're coached to do, right? I think the one thing you see them do right there is, which is pretty good, is attack part of each of them. You know what I mean? To see which edge you can get, right? And then if they fit together right, because half the time your double team's not going to fit together right, and if they fit together right, now it's get off of it.
Well, it's split the double team, right? But
right. So there's again, are you taught to split it? Are you taught to attack one, right? Or are you just taught, right? What is your job on the concept of the play, right? You got the guy keeping his outside arm free to turn it back in. So it looks like hold the point. Again, good effort. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good pad level. Tough for him to run his feet when the other guy's laying down over the underneath him. Good tabletop technique.
The hands and knees thing.
Right.
I think that's his go-to, right?
Same move, yeah. Spin out of it. I think it's so many human beings coming in that direction.
I mean, it's just this T formation when they just hit the line, right? It looks like the backs are, about 3 yards back?
Right. Okay, right.
Stay home.
Right, good diagnose. Block away, right? Especially with this type of offense where who knows, right? I mean, truly, it could be sweep in this direction, but I'm sure somebody's job. Now, it looks like to me these two are the ones that are duplicating the work, right? Somebody should be stacking here, playing inside of them.
Yeah.
But,
linebacker bit.
right, face them up.
Yeah.
Keep your outside arm free. Let the cavalry show. It's a good play. When we talk about watching a guy tackle, we'll say, again, just you got to have enough clips of it, but you know where his help is, right? Because there's times when you're in the open field, you just got to make the tackle, right? But here, where's my help? I know you turn it back to these guys, right? Do not let them cross your face. And then you got a chance that no matter what, a 1 yard gain doesn't turn into 11.
That's when the students used to go to the game and cheer for the team.
I like the effort here to get the guy in front.
Yeah, look at that. He's like, get out of the way.
Get out of the way. Yeah.
You can see who the athletes are.
Right. You guys all run out. Really, only 11 of you are playing, but come on up. They're like cheering on the rest of them.
I heard you play football. Well, I'm on the team. Oh, this is a pass to him.
Oh, eligible. Tackle eligible.
It didn't work out. I don't know if you pass in a quadruple coverage.
Oh, he takes a little shot. Yeah, I mean, probably not the scheme that you're wanting to look for, but impressive that he is the guy that they're going to release. Okay, so you saw it before, right? Here comes a couple of down blocks, and again, Looks right. Attacks one.
My dad's really good at that. Their left tackle is not very good.
We did use his hands well, is what I'm seeing here, right? He's not just standing up and giving a guy his chest. He's playing an edge, right? Uses his hands. Good effort on the backside here.
This is a senior year now.
So he's
see quite a size difference.
76. Well, he was left.
Oh,
so that's
you're right. No, he should be left tackle.
Left tackle on offense. There you go. So that's pretty good.
So
right. 1-2. Quick footwork here. Hips on.
Yep.
It's a heck of a lot bigger.
Dude, that's what I said. So he went from 190 to 225.
Holy cow.
And it's weird, too, to watch him run. He looks like my brother. Big guy moving, you know?
Yeah. There's a different attack to him here as a senior, right? I mean, certainly 30 pounds heavier, he's going to make that happen. But just based on that alone, look at the difference in the pad level he's using, right? Look at his feet moving differently on contact. And we always say that's part of the problem with recruiting now. So many decisions get made based on junior film that we almost never see a kid's senior film.
Well, they get offered, right?
Right? And we got fortunate with however you want to think of it. We had a kid. Oh, big shift.
Yeah, fun, right?
And truly, he's a different player. You can see it just already, right? The difference in the strength.
Yeah.
The explosiveness on contact, like the junior film, he was making that same play, but he was getting stopped. Right, it was a
he's a low
stalemate. Here, there's a clear winner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. And it's not the guy in white.
Right. Same move, spin move.
Split the double team, right?
Yep. That same message there. Right, good effort. Right, again, that's really good. Right, he's a different player. It's almost remarkable. And we see the same thing, but it's cool when you see somebody.
See that last effort right there? That just got him a scholarship right there.
Right, Wildcat, that's right. Get the ball, get in there. Left tackle, right?
Yes.
Not easy, especially when he was expecting to be blocking the guy out here and his buddy next to him missed.
That's it. Well, he's
I think he's going to block this.
Is it a 5 or an inside 7?
Yeah, it looks like a 7.
So this guy whiffed.
Yeah, he whiffs, and he's got no choice but to take it. I mean, look at him take on 2 guys, and here, I mean, literally just basically throw the 2 of them down at the same time.
Do you think those double teams are based on personnel or just scheme?
It's a good question.
Because there's no come off to the linebacker; they're just sitting on them, and it's a run.
Yeah, it is very possible. I'll be honest with you.
There's 3 guys on him, right?
I wouldn't know if right, because you got 2 blocking him, and then the 3rd guy comes in and essentially cut blocks his own buddies. But I don't know where football was at that point, especially as far as film and knowledge of where a guy's going to be, and you know what I'm saying.
Do you like how he tackles with his hip again? I think he does it in this play too. He kind of throws himself. You know what I mean? They don't lead with the shoulder. They don't lead with the shoulder. It doesn't seem
right, but you know what? It's evolved back to that. That's that Seahawk tackle deal, right? The get your face out of the tackle, head behind. All that's, rugby tackle style stuff that almost everybody's doing again.
It's just safer?
It is. It's safer. Get your face out of the contact. You're tackling with a strong shoulder.
There he is.
Go jump on there.
That's why I do love that, though. See how Carmen's going nuts, and then Leo's just standing around.
Right. Look at him come off. Look at the difference in pad level between he and the guy he's going against.
Yeah.
Right. Feet running on contact. He goes to the ground. Look at him.
Tabletop.
Still blocking on his knees, though. And that's a guy just ton of strength, but ton of effort. I mean, that just looks like he's going to break his own neck right here.
No sustainable technique.
Right. Oh, look at this.
He bends them.
Oh.
You love that, don't you?
Right, then that's...
I feel like it's funny when someone have their hand on their face, you know? Has he really?
Yeah, just right. I'm an offensive line coach. They're never early.
So you like what you're seeing?
I am. I mean, again, it is a totally different football player as a senior. Strong, explosive, and the effort hasn't changed. The effort's always been there, just different player. Like he finally got himself in the weight room. About time.
And he ate a lot. The kitchen, too.
Again, look at the difference in the pad level between him and the guys blocking.
Like, how hard is it to get low? Like,
right, you'd think not.
Conceptually,
right?
It's like, stay low. I got it. Like, I don't.
Right. It's just not. It's not easy for people, right? So that people always, I mean, say the same thing, right? When we're talking about, well, what do you mean get lower? Well, some guys can do it naturally, and some guys it's really hard for, and that's what you're looking for, right? Like in their stance, is their stance just? I mean, they're literally. When they come out of their stances, there's so much movement that it just looks like painful, right? That they're like their body's just trying to fix themselves.
Is it like a mobility thing?
Yeah, a flexibility thing, right? Are their hips flexible enough? And that's one of those things where like they've got to have a baseline level of that stuff: flexibility, balance, size, and then it's evaluating the intangibles best you can.
Just look at the pie. I mean, that's like.
Oh, there's no question. It's just, and this is the right 4 yards in a cloud of dust.
2 point.
Here we sneak. Let's get it in there. Hard to
Bob
stop.
Keto, I think, went to Michigan school scholarship quarterback.
Quarterback.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Maloney went to coach at Syracuse. He was the head coach at Syracuse.
Huh.
There's my dad right there. See him?
Oh, jeez.
Nice crew cut.
From far away, he doesn't look any different.
No, I know. Right, this is college, but you see 77?
Here?
Yeah.
So how much did he weigh here, you think?
Oh, he had to. I don't know, but he still moves really good. I think
That's why I ask.
Yeah.
Because you see him actually. I mean, again, he's explosive, which is an indication of strength, right? It's an indication of a guy in the weight room because there's lots of light guys that can't move that way because their muscles can't.
But like the way he closes on some of these plays were. Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Right. There's right there, that little.
So we have our own rating system where we would say, 1 is an offer, 2 is, the next group of guys, 3 will say we need to evaluate during recruiting time, need to get out, need to see them work out, need to see them do something. 4, we think that they're going to play scholarship level football, but they're probably not for us. 5 we think is like a walk-on, and 6 is they're just not going to play for us at all, right? So 1 through 6 would be the evaluation metric. I mean, I think we also break it down into the different aspects. We'll talk about functional strength. I think certainly off senior film, you'd say he's definitely a 1. Offer level explosive guy. I would say effort and the intangibles, you'd give him a 1 for sure. I think the other things you're talking about, knee bend, you're talking about flexibility, that's probably the thing where you'd say, okay, he's a 2, maybe we need to see him get out and do something, but yeah, I mean, pretty good.
The 1s and 2s?
Yeah.
That's something you want to see in the Northwestern uniform?
Absolutely, Wildcat.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I can't tell if you're serious.
Yeah, man.
Wow, that'll be overjoyed. Anything else you want to
No, just like I said before, man. As we talked, I love the way he plays football. Love the effort to the football, right? Not us into to get blocks and to stay blocked, and again, unbelievable the transformation from junior to senior year, strength, confidence, explosiveness, all that stuff. I'm saying probably, like I said, pad level. I think just some flexibility stuff, right? I think that's something that was probably at that point negated it to some extent, right? Get strong, sure, but you got to still have the ability to functionally play low. To play offensive line in the Big Ten, you're gonna have to be a little bit bigger. But we say that about every freshman. Stay in great condition. I mean, run. Every O lineman wants to, or D lineman wants to eat and lift. Run, stretching, flexibility, knee bend.
That's it, brother. You're good. You're good to go, my man. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Looking forward to seeing it.